Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode with Monster Angling. My name is Paul Brace, and today we are out doing some pike and walleye fishing. Now it's been a little bit since I've posted a video, but we finally have some mild weather and we're hoping that it gets these fish fired up. It's been a bit slow the last, I want to say, month and a half. Haven't been catching a lot of fish, but we're fishing a new spot today. We fished this lake before, but this is a completely new spot. Now, I'm out fishing with my dad. We got the flip over, but we are in the freaking boonies right now. We are literally in the middle of nowhere. And I've never fished here before, like I said. So we found this place. We were fishing an extended point, and then we have our tip-ups kind of in the back of the bay here. And yeah, hopefully big old mama pike comes to play, because that would be really, really nice. It is March 13th today, so it's March Madness. It's been a bit slow of a start of March Madness, but like I said, it's just been so cold. So now that we have this mild weather, the fish should start feeding. But anyway, we are gonna go get in the shack, start fishing for some walleyes, leave our tip-ups be. I will kind of explain all the finer details later, but right now we are gonna go try to catch some fish. So anyway, let's go get some rods ready and hopefully catch some big fish today. Let's go. That's a big fish.
All right.
It's decent at least. Guys, this is the first tip-up pike of the year. I was just fishing the hole over there, and then I just heard the bell spring. Got a big pike on here. Been waiting for this for so long. It's a big fish. Holy, this is a big fish.
Really?
Like really big. Yeah.
We're gonna have to grab the bump board and
We're gonna have to grab bump board.
pliers, spreaders.
Yeah. I have my head cam running. This is gonna be a bit.
Yep, I'll run and grab that stuff.
Okay. Okay. This is a big freaking fish, guys.
Wow!
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Man, guys, that is my biggest pike of the year. He is 38 inches.
But thick.
But freaking thick. All right, we're gonna put him back here. Bleeding a little bit, but it's just because he was hooked a bit deeper. There he goes. Okay, so I got some explaining to do. So basically, Dad, that's his hole right there. And basically what happened is he was getting some fish biting and he wasn't catching them. So he went over to the shack to basically switch his hook. And I went to his hole, lost the fish. All of a sudden I saw a big mark up here about, I want to say like 5-6 feet under the ice. And I wasn't really sure. It could have been, I thought it was maybe a big whitefish or something, but all of a sudden this flag sprung up and caught. That was probably a 15, 17 pound fish kind of thing. So
that could be the fattest 38 incher I've ever seen.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go. I gotta go warm my hands up, but yeah, we're gonna keep fishing here and hopefully get some more fish. Let's go. Go on. The walleye. Yeah, buddy. There's a lot of fish down in this area, hey? It's like the fourth fish we hooked into in this hole. I'll show you guys on big camera here. There he is right there. Just a little guy, but it's like the third or fourth fish we've actually hooked into in that hole right there. But yeah, just a little guy. We'll put him back. Bye. All right, guys, so we just released that walleye there. It was just a little guy. Looking back, I probably could have kept it as an eater because it was like a 15 incher kind of thing, 14 incher. That's a good little eater. But I just went back and watched my GoPro footage from that pike, or went back to watch my GoPro footage, and apparently I lost all the footage from that big pike. So unfortunately, that is going to be a little bit scuffed up, but I mean, there's nothing really I can do about it. GoPros do that sometimes, but luckily my dad grabbed the big camera for that epic pike. I'm hoping we get a bigger one today. Obviously a 40-incher is the goal, but that's a fat fish. It's my biggest of the year so far through the ice, so definitely not complaining about that. We're fishing here, 23 feet of water. Our tip up right there is literally in like 14, 13. The one back there is about 13, 14 too. So we have a good setup here, doing some hole hopping. We've lost about 3 fish now, caught 2, and yeah, it's been a good day so far. I think that the night bite is going to be fire, but I'm not complaining about how it's been so far. That's for sure. There he is. Come on. Got him.
Nice.
Want to get that deuce there?
Yep.
It's not as big as I thought.
Cute little fella.
He's a baby. All right, guys, there he is. So he's actually surprisingly built considering how tiny he is. But that was a terrible release. Bye. Guys, Dad's hooked up here. That thing freaking charged. That's gotta be a pike.
No, that's a walleye. It's a hungry little walleye.
Not little. I mean, he's biggest of the day.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
They love that glow.
they do. That thing freaking charged up.
Yeah.
All right, guys, there's the walleye. He probably came up from pretty deep water. His eyes aren't looking too good, so we're probably gonna keep this guy. But yeah, it's a perfect eater, so I'm not complaining about that. But he was freaking charged up.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll put him on the ice, and we're in a good spot here. We haven't had a flag go up in a little while, but I think we're confident in our spot here, and we know we can catch some walleyes here too. So Dad's hooked up here.
Woo. That's exciting.
That's a bigger fish.
Yeah. Got me napping.
Yeah. Might be a bigger walleye.
I think it might be.
Or a burbot.
Just loosen it.
Oh, I think it is a burb. Yeah,
Is it?
that's what it is.
It's supposed to be the biggest walleye I caught. Yeah, I got caught napping there.
Okay.
Real multi-species kind of day.
I guess so. I guess so.
You use pliers here, pal?
No. Show you guys here quickly. Here's Dad's burb.
Oh, no.
There it is. Dad's burbot, just a little guy. Right there. But yeah, we'll put him back here.
Send him packing.
Bye-bye, Mr. Ling. Guys, we're gonna tip up. It's spinning. This one should be, yeah, I'll give her a second. Oh, it's a burb.
Wow.
That's a good burb. Holy.
Dark, eh?
Yeah, it is dark. Actually, surprisingly, he isn't hooked very bad. But, oh. I mean, at least he got the heart pounding a little bit.
Exciting.
There he is. Actually, he's bigger than the last one we caught. But super, super dark fish. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna give you guys a couple tips on what you guys can do when you're looking for a new spot. And yeah, hopefully this helps you out in a real world situation, because I know this helped me big time. When the fishing gets tough in like January, February, start of March kind of thing, what I've learned over the past couple of years is you need to be versatile. Now, what that means basically is you need to be able to switch things up. Number one is do your research. You know, going to a a scenario blind, you can still catch awesome fish, but knowing the area, you know, even looking on a map and looking for structure, but a lot of time on Google Maps, you can actually see the contours of the lake, and yeah, it's very, very good information to know. For example, we are fishing a point here today where we're catching walleyes. Where our shack is, we are fishing on a point, and then we're fishing in the back of this bay here. We've caught walleyes here, but this is where we put our tip ups. Now, this time of year, pike are staging for spawning, so that is kind of why we put the tip ups back here, and then fished more for the walleyes and the burbot and the perch outside the bay or at the mouth, because points are always a good place to start for those species of fish. It attracts them. It's kind of a highway for them, and yeah, so that's number one, is to do a little bit of inside research, look on maps, and kind of have a plan before you hit the hard water. Number two is to move around. Now, when you, like, this kind of ties in with number one, when you find a spot that you're looking at that looks good on a map, find a couple spots, because if it looks good on a map, it does not mean that it's actually going to be a good spot, and it is a very good idea to have some backup plans in case. Not only that, when you're fishing a spot blind, there can be spots on spots too. So for example, this hole right over here has had all the flags all day, and literally the tip ups are probably 30 yards apart. So it's about, you know, moving around a little bit. If one spot isn't working, you know, you can do little moves, big moves, whatever, but just move around. If one spot isn't working, try changing it up a little bit. And number three, we have, don't get too stuck to one lure. Just because a lure works really good in one lake or one spot doesn't mean that it's going to work good everywhere. For example, I love to use orange PK spoons. That is kind of a staple. It is a go-to. It is a confidence bait for me. I started today, went 2 hours, caught absolutely nothing on today. Switched to a little jig, a Wanderbred jig, and instantly caught fish. So it's about being versatile, like I was saying before. You know, don't get stuck to one lure, don't get stuck to one spot. It all kind of ties in together, everything I'm saying here. But at the end of the day, it's just about being versatile. So don't get stuck to one lure, switch it up. And you know, if one thing isn't working, if you've used spoons, they're not working, try a jig. If jigs aren't working, try a rattle bait, hyper glide, hyper rattle, whatever. Just be versatile, switch things up, and yeah, find out what works. So anyway, guys, those are a couple tricks. There's obviously a lot more, and I could get a lot more in depth with things you guys can do to up your chances at new spots, but those are basic three, and hopefully those will help you guys out on the hard water for the rest of the season, or whenever you're watching this, because we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We have about 3 weeks left of hard water, and then about a month off, and then we're going to be into open water, which I am looking forward to. Dad's hooked up.
Doesn't feel very big.
Oh, it's a perch.
Totally is a multi-species day.
That's species number 4. We caught the big 4.
Tried to gulp down that walleye ball.
There he is.
Cute little fella.
Yeah, I'll put him back though.
He's got a lot of stripe for the guy his size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7 striper.
Yeah.
All right, pal. Go get your 8th stripe.
Guys, I'm hooked up here. What? Yes. We'll go outside and show you guys this fish quickly. This walleye, I didn't have the hook set on camera, but they've been freaking crushing it. Like, these small walleyes are hitting it so hard they're not even getting the hook half the time. All right, there he is. Not a big one. That's actually a pretty skinny guy. Put this guy back here. I'll put him back right here. You guys can see. Ciao. Bye! Well guys, we're done here. We got the shack taken down and we're gonna hit the road. We got about a 2-hour drive to get home, but we had a good day out here.
Yeah, it was a great day.
Exploring some new new territory. We're kind of in the boonies, like I was saying. We're literally in the middle of nowhere, which is kind of neat. But yeah, we caught, I think, 8 fish to wrap up the day. Had some fish on that got off, unfortunately.
Yeah, good day, perfect day. It's good to try a new spot out. We got to try go for pike in some of the shallower areas and go for the walleye in the deeper areas. The burbots came out and the perch. That was a surprise.
Yeah, that was for sure. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys learned a thing or two about finding new spots on the lake. Just remember, if you're heading out there, always be careful when you're exploring new areas. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next fishing adventure. Take care, guys.